No one saw it coming. The Carolina Panthers looked broken, their season already slipping away, and Bryce Young was at the center of every question mark. But inside that quiet locker room, something was changing. Players stopped pointing fingers and started taking ownership. The tension turned into fuel, and every practice started to feel personal. You could sense it. A team tired of being embarrassed was finally ready to fight back. The shift wasn't dramatic, it was disciplined. The play calls got smarter, the offense slowed down, and Bryce began to look like the leader everyone expected. The Panthers weren't chasing miracles anymore. They were rebuilding trust with themselves, with each other, and with every snap. That's how the comeback started, not with noise, but with a quiet belief that the storm was about to hit. Rico wasn't supposed to be the story. He was just another backup, waiting for a chance that might never come. But when injuries hit, he didn't hesitate. He took over. The moment he touched the ball, Carolina's offense looked alive again. Against Miami, he ran like every carry mattered, breaking tackles, setting the tone, and reminding everyone that heart can't be measured on paper. By the time he faced Dallas, it wasn't just about stats anymore. It was personal. Don't forget to subscribe to Red Zone Report for more powerful NFL stories. He punished his old team with every step, turning what was supposed to be a routine game into a statement. 2 straight weeks of dominance changed the entire mood in Carolina. Suddenly, the team that couldn't find balance had an identity again. Rico's rise gave Bryce room to breathe and gave the Panthers something they had missed for a long time: belief. When the pressure started to break him, the Panthers changed everything. They stopped trying to make Bryce Young a superhero and started letting him play simple, smart football. Short throws, strong protection, and a steady run game turned chaos into rhythm. The offense finally felt controlled, not forced, and Bryce began to look comfortable again, reading defenses, trusting his timing, and moving the ball with patience instead of panic. It wasn't about big plays, it was about smart ones. Every drive became a test of discipline, and Bryce passed it by staying calm under fire. His connection with McMillan and Renfro started to click, showing flashes of what this offense could become when everything works together. Carolina didn't just fix its quarterback, it built a system that finally makes sense for him. Every quarterback hits that point where people stop waiting for potential and start asking for results. For Bryce Young, that moment came early. He'd already faced the worst: turnovers, sacks, and public doubt. But instead of breaking, he began to adjust. Each mistake became a lesson, each game another chance to prove he was learning faster than anyone expected. The calm in his game started showing, not in words, but in decisions. Against Arizona, he found rhythm. Against Atlanta, he found control. Against Dallas, he found confidence. The numbers didn't tell the whole story, but the body language did. Bryce wasn't surviving anymore, he was taking command. He stopped forcing throws and started trusting the flow, turning frustration into focus. His growth wasn't loud, but it was steady, and the locker room could feel it. What once looked like a team carrying their young quarterback now looked like a quarterback carrying his team. Every drive built a little more trust, every win silenced a little more noise. Bryce wasn't the rookie who hesitated anymore, he was the leader who looked ready to turn all those rough beginnings into something bigger, and it was only getting started. Winning at home came easy for Carolina. The crowd, the comfort, the confidence, it all clicked inside their stadium. But once they stepped away from home, everything changed. Mistakes returned, rhythm faded, and the same team that looked fearless suddenly looked uncertain. Bryce Young's numbers dropped, drives stalled, and the offense lost its voice. The difference was too big to ignore. At home, they attacked. On the road, they survived. Now comes the real test. The Jets and the Bills wait next, 2 tough road games that could shape the season. Bryce knows this is where great quarterbacks separate from good ones. He doesn't need to be perfect, he just needs to prove he can handle the moment. The Panthers have the weapons, the line, and the defense. What they need now is belief that travels. If Carolina can carry their home field fire into enemy territory, everything changes. One big win away from home could flip the entire story of their season. For Bryce, this stretch isn't about stats or headlines. It's about showing he can lead anywhere, not just where it's comfortable. The story of Carolina's turnaround isn't complete without the men up front. The offensive line has taken more hits than anyone, losing key starters and still finding a way to hold together. What looked like weakness turned into strength. Backup stepped in and played like veterans, refusing to fold under pressure. They didn't just protect Bryce Young, they gave him time to breathe, time to think, and time to grow. Every snap became a test of toughness. Cade Mays and Brady Christensen battled through injuries, turning pain into fuel. Against Dallas, they set the tone early, driving defenders backward and opening lanes for the run game to explode. It wasn't fancy football, it was raw effort. the kind that changes how a team plays and how a quarterback believes in the guys in front of them. That grit built Carolina's new identity. This line isn't made of stars or headlines, it's made of fighters. Every yard gained, every clean pocket created came from a group that refused to quit. When the offense found rhythm again, it started here, in the trenches, where belief is built one block at a time. Last season, teams ran through Carolina with ease. Missed tackles, soft coverage, and zero control made the defense look lost. But this year, that version is gone. The Panthers turned frustration into fire. Derek Brown leads the front like a captain in a storm, setting a tone that every defender follows. The same unit that once bent under pressure now pushes back with attitude. You can see it in how they move. J.C. Horn locks down the top receivers, Ransom covers space like a veteran, and Wharton brings speed that disrupts everything. The defense doesn't wait for mistakes anymore, it forces them. Opponents come in expecting last year's softness and leave realizing this group hits harder, faster, and smarter. Every drive feels like a fight now, and that's exactly how Carolina wants it. What makes it special is how complete it feels. The front attacks, the linebackers clean up, and the secondary finishes the job. It's a unit built on trust, not names. Every stop, every turnover is a message that the Panthers aren't backing down. The defense doesn't just keep them in games anymore, it gives them their edge. When Dave Canales took over, Carolina wasn't just losing games, it was losing belief. The team felt disconnected, searching for direction after every mistake. But Dave Canales walked in with something different. He didn't promise quick results, he promised accountability. His voice never shook, even when the team did. Slowly, the players began to buy in. They started to play for each other instead of just for stats, and that changed everything. His approach is simple, but powerful. He treats every player like they matter and every moment like it counts. That attitude spread across the locker room. When the Panthers fall behind, they don't panic, they adjust. When injuries hit, the next man steps up ready. It's not luck or hype, it's culture. Canales built a team that fights, not folds, no matter the score or the noise outside. Now Carolina stands at a crossroads. The pieces are in place, the confidence is back, and the players are fully behind their coach. What happens next could define the new era of Panthers football. If they carry this energy forward, Canales won't just be known for rebuilding a team, he'll be remembered for reigniting a franchise. When Dave Canales took over, Carolina wasn't just losing games, it was losing belief. The team felt disconnected, searching for direction after every mistake. But Dave Canales walked in with something different. He didn't promise quick results, he promised accountability. His voice never shook, even when the team did. Slowly, the players began to buy in. They started to play for each other instead of just for stats, and that changed everything. His approach is simple, but powerful. He treats every player like they matter and every moment like it counts. That attitude spread across the locker room. When the Panthers fall behind, they don't panic, they adjust. When injuries hit, the next man steps up ready. It's not luck or hype, it's culture. Canales built a team that fights, not folds, no matter the score or the noise outside. Now Carolina stands at a crossroads. The pieces are in place, the confidence is back, and the players are fully behind their coach. What happens next could define the new era of Panthers football. If they carry this energy forward, Canales won't just be known for rebuilding a team, he'll be remembered for reigniting a franchise. Blessings to all my Red Zone Report subscriber family. Your support means everything. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.